Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV back with another video. And in this video we are going to be discussing all the good basketball games from Saturday and Sunday from the weekend. I was with family like pretty much all afternoon and night yesterday, and then like a little bit of the day today. So I gotta push this camera over. Okay, sorry. I had to make some adjustments. But we're good. We have about 8 games to talk about that were good from the weekend. I clutched up in fantasy, so that's always good. Another dub for the boys. So let's go. Starting off with Bucks and Pistons. Man, the Pistons made this a good one. You got to give them credit. But Damian Lillard had 45 points and 11 assists. Leads the Bucks past the Pistons. They win by 6. A lot of really good performances from this weekend. We will definitely get into them. Obviously scoring and passing at a high level for Dame here. That's great. A great game for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo was throwing it down. He was obviously hitting some shots. Bojan Bogdanovic was hitting shots. Ausar Thompson showing off some athleticism. Killian Hayes doing some facilitating. But the star of the show is Damian Lillard. I mean, 45 points, 11 assists. How can you stop a Bucks team where that happens, and then you get Giannis putting up 31 and 10, and then you get 19 and 10 from Brook Lopez? I mean, I feel like that's unstoppable. And yeah, the Pistons didn't even play that great per se. I mean, it was really their bench. Ausar Thompson, 22 points, made both of his threes, shot 67%. Alec Burks, he put up 33, shot 50% from three. He's just a bucket. He's one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Killian Hayes, though, man, I really wish he could pick it up on the offensive end. Because, you'd almost rather see, I don't even know, a guy like Marcus Sasser get in there and get minutes over him, because he's just not it offensively. I don't even think he's necessarily it defensively either. Obviously, the Pistons have a lot to work on. 4 and 38 is ridiculous, though. As we move into the 76ers and Hornets, it's crazy. The Sixers put up 97, and Joel Embiid still manages to score 33 points. That just shows how valuable of a player he is for their organization. Yeah, Sixers beat the Hornets. They win by 8, and that's their 5th straight victory. They're one of the hotter teams in the whole league. Amazing score for Joel Embiid. He's had quite a historic run. 30 or more, 20 games in a row. That's the best in Sixers history. I think Embiid's probably going to go down as the best scorer in Sixers history for sure. Yeah, man. Crazy stuff. Tyrese Maxey, smooth on the offensive end. Tobias Harris hitting some moves. Brandon Miller hit some tough shots. But yeah, man. Tyrese and Tobias were connecting on offense, not just Embiid. You got to give those guys credit. And Tyrese was hitting them from 3, just showing he's a 3-level scorer. Yeah, man, Tobias, 21 points. He shot 33% from 3. Embiid put up 33 and 10. Amazing games for both of those guys. Looking at the Hornets side of the ball, they didn't have LaMelo, but Brandon Miller went all out. He put up 23. You get 25 and 11 from Miles Bridges, who shot 50% from 3. He's coming off the suspension. He's getting memed all sorts of times, but he's still playing some pretty good basketball. Cody Martin, I'm not a huge fan of him starting. They don't really have that many other options. I mean, I guess JT Thor, they could think about giving JT Thor a little more tick there. But obviously, not having Gordon Hayward is a big discrepancy for them. Moving on to the Spurs and the Wizards. This was a close game. I mean, it's obviously 2 shitty teams, but it was still a close game. Victor Wembanyama returns to score 24 points. He leads the Spurs over the Wizards by 4. And yeah, Wemby is just insane. He's just one of those guys that's going to be a game changer every time he touches the court. He sat out a game, but he came back, scored at a high level, rebounded pretty well, and he led him to a victory. He was catching lobs. Trey Jones was hitting tough shots. Zach Collins dishing the rock around. Keldon Johnson was dishing the rock around. Great classic Spurs ball movement from this game. But Victor Wembanyama, he's just so entertaining. He's just a Showtime player. But Jeremy Sohan put up 23. He shot 50% from 3. 24 for Wemby. He shot 40% from 3. 11 and 12 from Trey Jones. You get 21 out of Devin Vassell, shooting 67% from 3. I mean, how could they lose? They were playing amazing. Obviously, the Wizards, Marvin Bagley played pretty good. I think this is one of, if not his first game with the team. He put up 21 and 12, shot 33% from 3. You get Kuz going 11 and 12. I don't think they played that bad as a starting unit. Okay, I thought I ended the stream on accident at first. Maybe DeLon Wright could have played a little better, but I'm not complaining too much about his game. It's just the Spurs were tough. They were looking quite fantastic this game. Moving on to the Jazz and Rockets, we had an OT thriller here, man. Alperen Sengun scores a career-high 37, another great performance from the weekend. As the Rockets outlast the Jazz in OT, they won by 1. Yeah, Alperen Sengun, probably best scoring night, it is his best scoring night of his career, but probably his best game of his career. And he was the best rebounder of the game. He was dominating the glass as well. Just an insane performance. Holy cow. He's ridiculous. They barely escaped. Obviously, Jordan Clarkson missed the shot, but yeah, Alperen Sengun. Do I need to say his name more? Good finds by the Rockets. You know, they're starting to work together, starting to find their spark. And Thompson was hitting some shots. So both of the Thompsons were playing good this day. This is Saturday, by the way. We're not even in today's games. Colin Sexton's been tough recently. You know, despite this loss, he's been playing really good. He put up 28 in this game. Larry Markkinen put up 22. Jordan Clarkson put up 33 and 12 while shooting 40% from 3. He was incredible. John Collins wasn't great. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. I don't know. He could have played better, but then again, they don't really have that many other options for him. Yeah, it is what it is. The Rockets, you know, Jabari Smith put up 24 and 10, shooting 50% from 3. Yeah, 37 and 14 from Sengun. He hit his only 3 of the night. Yeah, dude. Tough game. He just put up a triple-double today, and we are going to talk about that because they played on a back-to-back, so some of these teams will get some overlap. But moving on to the Thunder and the Timberwolves to close out yesterday's games, last night's games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scores 33 points. The Thunder beat the Timberwolves by 5 in the West Showdown. This is a big rivalry in the West. It's starting to turn out to be that way because these two teams are so competitive for that conference. Yeah, huge fourth quarter for Shai. You know, down the stretch, he's always going to be clutch and score at a high level. Yeah, they rallied. They were able to win. They were down by a little bit. They were down by like 8 with 6 minutes left or something, and they came back and won. So that's really good. Obviously, Shai, tough shots. Kyle Anderson was showing some good passing. Yeah, Anthony Edwards is ridiculous. He's just such a good scorer. Karl Anthony Towns played pretty good. Passing the ball, doing a little bit of stuff. But the Thunder just played good. I mean, J-Dub can come out there, put up 20 somewhat consistently at this point in his career, which is super impressive. He's averaging 19 points a game this year. Shai put up 33 while shooting 50% from 3. What more do you want from him? Obviously, on the other side of the ball, really the only big performer was Karl Anthony Towns. He put up 19 and 11. Mike Conley just isn't it. He's getting a little old. I'd like to see a guy like Jordan McLaughlin get a lot more minutes. I know Mike Conley's a good veteran and they keep him out there because he knows what he's doing, but just in terms of his output and what he does on the floor, I think they need a guy like Jordan McLaughlin to win games like this. But that's just me as we're going to get into tonight's games and then kind of give you guys a recap of Monday's games before I go. I'm probably going to play a little bit of video games before I go to bed. But we're going to start off Sunday by talking about my Celtics beating the Rockets. Good game, man. Kristaps Porzingis put up 32 points. Celtics are the best team in the NBA, whether you like it or not. You know, I'm not even trying to be biased as a fan. They're just the best team in the NBA. I mean, they beat the Rockets here by 9. It's not super impressive because the Rockets are kind of faltering a little bit. They haven't played great as of late, but yeah. Great scoring for Kristaps Porzingis, though. Awesome stuff. I mean, hitting threes at the top of the key. What other center in the NBA besides like Embiid and a couple others is doing that? I don't know. Alperen Sengun was dishing the rock. Jalen Green turning defense to offense. Amen Thompson hit tough shots. Good stuff by guys like Derek White. He played with a lot of heart. He plays with a lot of effort and energy. But yeah, man, 32 points for Kristaps Porzingis. Fantastic performance. 21 and 11 for Derek White. You get 13, 10, and 11 for Jaylen Brown. I believe that's his first, it might be his first triple-double of his career. He shot 33% from 3. On the Rockets side of things, Amen Thompson got the start over. Jabari Smith Jr. didn't play, I don't think, but Amen Thompson played. He put up 15 and 14. He played really good. 50% shooting. 25 for Dylan Brooks while shooting 33% from three. 24, 10, and 12 by Şengün. Again, just monstrous performances. He's an amazing player in the NBA right now. One of the best young stars. Just incredible. He's going to make an all-star team next year, the year after for sure. But Cam Whitmore, pretty lackluster performance. I wasn't super pleased with how he played. But then again, their forwards, like their wings aren't great. So who else are they going to give a shout to, you know? Maybe Jabari Smith's absence hurt them a little bit, but yeah. Moving on, we got two more games to talk about, and the first one is going to be the highlight of the video. We have the Nuggets and the Wizards, because my boy, the only reason I posted this is because he won me my fantasy week. We have Jokic, 42 points, 12 rebounds. The Nuggets beat the Wizards by 9. I don't know why they made such an effort to win this game against a terrible team. But yeah, Jokic scoring the rock, rebounding the ball, high levels, passing pretty well. Obviously, these are the defending champions. They're going to come out. They're going to have good games this year. Jokic is going to have big performances. Good stuff. He played amazing. Jamal Murray had some good offense. Peyton Watson was playing really good, like on both sides of the ball, hitting tough shots, getting blocks. They have role players. I mean, that's just, I've said it before, that's why they're such a good team and why they're so cohesive, is because they have role players that can come in the game and impact things. Obviously, Jokic was dropping dimes per usual. But Aaron Gordon put up 11 and 10. You get 42 and 12 from Jokic while shooting 75%. Just an insane performance. You know, he's probably seeing Jokic around there getting some nods, and he's like, no. Wizards, you know, Tyus Jones, Trey Jones, whichever one it is, 15 and 13. He shot 75% from three, but that's really the only positive. Jordan Poole played like shit. Him and Deni Avdija played horrible. I don't know what was going on there. Like, Corey Kispert should probably start over Deni Avdija. And honestly, Landry Shamet's good as a bench player. I don't know. Jordan Poole is just not it. I'm not, like, he's not bad, but, dude, he just struggles. Him and Deni Avdija just wasn't their night. Maybe try to give Corey Kispert more minutes. Maybe try to give Landry Shamet more minutes, because they were far more efficient for the minutes they got. But moving on to Pacers and Suns, another great performance. Kevin Durant scores 40. The Suns hold off the Pacers by 7 for their 5th straight victory. A team here that's kind of been going under the radar, winning a bunch of games. The Big Three is starting to become a reality for the Phoenix Suns. Now the wins are beginning to follow. Now they're starting to see some results. It's going to be interesting, you know, after All-Star break in the second half and that a little bit of that home stretch of the season, how they do. Great scoring for KD. Siakam was getting up. Aaron Nesmith, great defensive player. He grinds. He's a great role player. Jarris Walker dunking it down. Devin Booker getting to the rim. Pretty solid basketball here. I was not a huge fan of how the Pacers played, though. I think they could have played way better. Obviously, not having Tyrese Halliburton's hurt them, because they got guys like TJ McConnell out there. I don't like give it to freaking Shepard. Give it to Aaron Nemhard more on that offense. I don't know, man. I don't know what you do. They are lost. They play like trash without Tyrese. And Tyrese could honestly make an MVP case because of that fact. But obviously the Suns were tough this game. 40 points for Kevin Durant. I think he shot a good 60-something%. You get 25 out of Bradley Beal. You get 26 out of D-Book. So, yeah, this is probably the best game that the Big Three has had together so far. So, really interesting stuff. Tomorrow, some games I'm looking forward to. You know, the Celtics play the Mavs. I'm probably going to watch that, obviously, because I'm a Celtics fan. Cavs are playing the Magic. That'll be an interesting one. Cavs are looking really good right now. I didn't really realize that. Not really much else. We'll have to see. Those two games I'm super excited for. We have a couple NBA TV games that are somewhat exciting. We'll see how it goes. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it has been your boy GZTV, giving you guys another NBA recap. We're pretty much doing it every night at this point, because I don't really have other content to do, and if I do, I'm super busy. I'm gonna try to get some 2K gameplays rolling at some point. We'll probably do like a DeMar DeRozan video when that Pyramids of Power comes out and all that stuff. But